What's going on everyone, and welcome back to another tips and tricks video for the PlayStation 5. In this video, I'm going to show you the one thing that I think dictates your entire gaming experience and all PS5 users really need to know about this, and that is how to correctly enable 120Hz performance feature on the PlayStation 5 system. Now, unsurprisingly, there is still a lot of confusion about this particular feature, as correctly enabling 120Hz for all games isn't as straightforward as you might imagine. And I think it is the single most important feature that decides your overall satisfaction with a game. For example, I could not get myself to complete Red Dead Redemption 2 on my PS4 back in the day, even though I genuinely liked everything about the game. However, as soon as I switched to my PC, it was a completely different experience, as the game felt a lot smoother and immersive on 120 FPS. Now, even though the PS4 does not support 120Hz, luckily the PS5 does, and I'm going to be showing you guys step by step on how to correctly enable it for all supported games. So step number 1 is head over to your settings, then select screen and video, then choose video output settings. Now on this screen, you might think that setting the 120Hz output to automatic would instantly enable 120Hz. While it is partly true, it is only one of 4 other steps that you need to follow to correctly enable 120Hz gameplay. So for step number 2, you're going to go up on the same screen and switch your resolution to automatic as opposed to the maximum available resolution. And this is because while the PS4 does support 120Hz, most games can only run a stable 120 FPS on 1080p resolution. So setting it to automatic lets your system decide which would work best. But in order to actually prioritize FPS over high resolution, you're gonna have to follow step number 3, which is to go back and select game app settings. Here, if you scroll down to game presets, you'll see that there's an option to specifically select performance over resolution. Now, one thing worth noting is that if you go back to your video output settings and select video output information, a lot of times it will still say 60Hz. But in order for this to change, we're gonna have to follow step number 4, which is to start the game that you want to play on 120Hz. For this tutorial, let's use Fortnite. Then when you're in the game, head over to settings, and then you will see that you need to enable 120 FPS even within Fortnite to finally be able to play the game on 120Hz. And this pretty much applies to all other games that you want to play, as you're gonna have to find this setting on other games as well. Lastly, if you're trying to use 120Hz at the full 4K resolution, you will need to have a television or monitor that supports HDMI 2.1. Otherwise, the maximum resolution will be limited to 1080p at 120Hz and 4K at 60Hz. I'm gonna leave some of my best picks for TVs that support this tagged on this video for you guys to check out. But there you guys have it. Now you know how to correctly enable 120Hz performance feature on the PlayStation 5. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or at least found this interesting. And if you did, make sure to leave a like rating on the video. Comment down below to let me know what you think. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next one.